Greetings, everyone. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about what mind control looks like. Mind control has different forms. And of course, as I've said before, I've been under mind control as well. Mind control, I want to go through what mind control looks like. And then I also want to talk about what mind control feels like. There's a lot of ways it can look. And it might tip off your radar that there's mind control going on from the things I'm going to talk about. If everyone around you is chirping out the same exact thing, chirping out the exact same statements, the exact same allegedly opinions, the exact same words in reference to one thing or one event, you can be pretty certain there's some type of mind control going on. If you go somewhere, you're in a group of people, and all of a sudden, for some reason, everybody kneels down at the same time, or everybody stands up to sing a certain song, or give their allegiance, or give their respect. The fact that so many people are doing the exact same thing at the same time is a sign there's some type of mind control going on. Which, by the way, could also be considered a diabolical, magical spell, a mind spell. If people, say you're in a group of people, and one person is not allowed or discouraged from speaking truthfully about one person, about a particular individual, and all at once, a bunch of different people are going after one person. They're going after one person because that person spoke out about one individual. There's some type of coercive control. There's some type of manipulation, or in some cases, mind control. The mind control program could be run by a narcissist. The mind control program could be run by a governmental agency. The mind control program could be basically a diabolical, magical mind spell. I would also encourage you to look up hive mind, groupthink. And I know I beat the drum, but Brave New World, 1984. Mind control can look like All major news companies running the same stories with the same script, where every single news anchor reads the same script. Mind control can look like discouraging you as an individual from asking questions, from having individual thought, from thinking differently, especially if certain groups of people in the world will benefit from you thinking a certain way. If you're always defending one individual, or if you're always defending one, let's say, if you're always defending a presidential candidate, president, and or celebrity, because they use these individuals for mind control, right? That's a sign that you're under some type of mind control program. Mind control actually can very much mirror a narcissistic relationship, or, like we see in Scientology a lot, Scientology writes narcissism right into their policies. Smear campaign is just one thing I think of. But at the end of the day, the goal of the mind control program, the handlers, and or the narcissist is to control you and to control how you think. And sadly enough, people that are around a narcissist and are very much influenced by the narcissist often will start acting like the narcissist, because it's not their true self. In our society, actually, we are surrounded by mind control everywhere you look. And I'm not going to get into details because then they'll get damn pissed off about the things I'm sharing. So I'm not going to get into it. Not that I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. I just don't want my channel taken down. That's all. Mind control can look like people being terrified about something. Let's just say last week everything was going well throughout the country, and now all of a sudden one specific event, traumatic event, has happened. Like trauma-based mind control. And now everyone's terrified and scared about everything. And now we gotta start having warnings up at the airports and having 5 threat levels. Things like that. Because there are certain tactics that work best for mind control. And it's interesting to me because so often the mind control mirrors what narcissism is in a lot of ways. Narcissism, you have fear, obligation, guilt. Look at the last 5 years throughout our world. trying to make people feel guilty about certain things. Or obligation. How could you leave me like that? You know, things like that. That covers obligation and guilt in one statement. Oh, shoot. Make sure this is still on. Yeah, it's still on. Fear. Taking choices away. One thing I've noticed, to me, is very similar with narcissism and mind control programs, is controlling the narrative. It's exactly the same, actually. And now how narcissists want to control the narrative, they live off so many different kinds of tactics. Smear campaigns, talking badly about other people, discrediting people, lying about people. So other people don't want to be friends with that person or whatever it is, whatever we're talking about. You know, mind control goes along exactly with coercive control, narcissism. It's all in the same basket, really. But one way you could tell you're under heavy mind control is you're always defending yourself about something, or you're always defending another person. That will tell you you're under some type of coercive manipulation. Now I'm going to go a little bit into what mind control feels like. And I could speak from personal experience being in controlling environments, whether it was a workplace, a so-called friendship, or a family relationship. And mind control feels pretty much the same in many ways. So how mind control, or what mind control feels like, is, let's say you're in a romantic relationship with a controlling person. In the back of your mind, you're always questioning yourself, you're questioning that other, your mate, your partner. You're questioning the situation. Did I react right in this? It's really a strange feeling because whether it's a mind control program or a narcissist trying to control you, the only way they can control you is to take small aspects of yourself away from you. Step by step, chip by chip, chipping away. I'm just thinking about this old commercial that was really popular back in the 80s. Because to me, it's still really funny. I don't remember what company it was for, but this guy gets up, he's getting up like really early in the morning, and he's like, time to make the donuts, time to make the donuts, time to make the donuts. And I thought it was hysterical. I always liked that. But I just, thinking of that commercial, it's like the guy's just like running on, automatic, like we often do. But the more mind control that there is, the more you feel like a gerbil, or a hamster on a wheel. You can't figure out why you're so upset, what's bothering you, but you know something's wrong. And the goal of mind control, the goal of coercive control in a manipulative or narcissistic relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's an employer, whether it's your government or whatever the controlling entity is, you're always going to feel less than yourself. You're always going to feel less than who you really are. Everything's going to feel weird. You're not going to know, especially when you're in it, it's hard to like place your finger on it, but you know something's not right. Mind control will discourage you from asking any kind of question. Or one tactic that I've seen in narcissist as well as mind control is distraction event. You just busted your boyfriend who's a narcissist. You busted him cheating, you found out. You talked to the woman he cheated with. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, you're always accusing me of cheating. You're the one who's cheating. That's just an example. You know, let's get you off the true path, the real story, and make you, like, distract you, get you off the topic. Or the minute you ask a question, are you a conspiracy theorist? Like, seriously, what does that even mean? I don't even really want to talk about all that because it's just the minimizing. It is the, what's the word I'm looking for? Devaluation, in a sense. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but devaluation's good. And the sad part about being under heavy mind control, whether you're in a cult, whether you're in a narcissistic controlling relationship, or just basically a mind control program, it's really hard to detect that you're in it at the time because there's so many methodologies that they use. Sleep deprivation, distraction, gaslighting. Gaslighting is huge. If you can keep a person confused, then they can't think clearly. Gaslighting is extremely dangerous. It will really screw your head up. Now, when you're talking about mind control, there's all different kinds of ways. And you know, I know a little bit about it. I'm not as expert as some people are in this. But there are very sophisticated ways that people have learned how to control people's minds over thousands of years. It's really scary because people like this are 100% psychopaths. And they're good at it. They're very good at it. So I would say, if something feels off inside of you, that should tell you that something's not right. And that's the voice they want to quash out, right? Because why do you think there's all these mutilation agendas going on? To quash out your gut instinct, to quash out your intuition. It's really, you know, it's similar if you're in a coercive relationship or controlling relationship. They want to get you so exhausted, so confused that you can't fight back with them. And the level of mind control programs running throughout the world would shock you. I specifically don't go into detail because they'll get so mad. And when I say they, I mean like the people that are the people that are the people who are doing this, the people who are running these programs. They would take my channel down. I mean, I've never gone into great detail about certain things. I'm not an idiot. But they just get mad, and then they'll say, oh, we fact-checked you, or, stupid things like that. So, anyways, I hope this is beneficial to someone out there. Once my doctor, my health stuff starts not being as intense, I want to do some, create some really good videos regarding the mind control programs and MK Ultra. And I want to talk about the trauma-based because, excuse me, it derives from Satanism and all these bloodletting, sacrificing ancient religions. I personally don't even think most of them call themselves Satanist. It's just a word. So anyways, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.